Alright, let's go over each of these one at a time. So, let's, we're just going to pause it after each riff. Here comes the first. Okay, so with that one, what I want you to work on, those bends seem pretty good, but I want you to make it an even 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That bend was too high, and you're correct, you did miss that E string when you bent. Now, because right now, you're kind of like going, as opposed to, so before you even throw that bend in, I want you to concentrate on just making this an even 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Do that over and over again until you have a nice even 1, 2, 3. Put on your metronome and just follow one note per click. So. So now the second one. It's basically the same thing. The initial bends, those sounded pretty good, but I want you to make these an even 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then that bend also, I didn't hear that E string come out. That bend, though, seemed more in pitch. Just need to make sure you hear that other string as well. So these are good to practice with the metronome. So you get your 1, 2, 3, and then try and get over there. So pretty much metronome all the time. Let's go to the third one now. Okay, so just like the others, I want you to make this smooth, so every note is the same length of time. So you're playing very choppy. It's very stop and start kind of thing. You just kind of like, you do a couple notes, then you stop, you take a break, you pause, and then you do it again, and it's kind of like and you want it to be smooth and continuous. These bends, it sounds like the more you do it, the shorter the bend would go. So that's something you're going to want to concentrate on there, is make sure each of those bends are the same pitch. So before you throw on that ending, I would work again, metronome, even 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Same thing for the ending. You're going to go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Because it sounded like you did. And it needs to be. That's going to give you the sound that you want. As opposed to, so that's what it sounds like if you speed up both ways. So the Ken way, which it can be fine if that's the sound you're going for, but what most people want to hear, and I am making that assumption, this is what you want to hear, nice and smooth. So that's why you want to practice it slow, evenly. Okay, so that's going to be the big theme for all these, smoothness, evenly spaced notes. So let's listen to the fourth one. So most of those bends sounded pretty good. Again, work on 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now when you got to the next thing though, that actually was smooth, so that part sounded good. So that ending on that was a good one. So let's listen to the next. This will be the 5th riff. So that one, you cut out a note on every bar on this riff. You played this. So again, it needs to be even. But the other thing is there's a pull off after the hammer on that's written down. So unfortunately, that one was just played wrong. You cut out a note. This part, that group of notes sounded smooth, so that was good. But now you got to close that gap when you go to this 6 to 8 here. So you want that to be even as well. So boom, 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 boom. So think of it just like your rhythm work. I mean, playing lead guitar absolutely is the same idea as your rhythm. You want to keep things spaced in a nice manner, so this way it sounds good. A lot of lead stuff, you're really just going to be focusing on keeping things as smooth as you can. So I'll play this whole riff again. So this is the 5th riff on the page. Alright, now let's go to the next. So just like the last one, you're not doing the pull off after the hammer on. So you basically did this, and again, you got to make it smooth. And then you don't do the pull-off. You're cutting off the pull-off. There needs to be a pull-off right there. So this is how it's supposed to sound. Pull-off. 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 Now when you did the ending stuff like this, when you did the individual bar, that sounded smooth, but now you want to focus on making everything smooth. So instead of doing it like this, pause, pause, and a little bit of a pause from string to string there. You want it to be smooth, no pauses anywhere. Now the rhythm was actually really close. It didn't look like your foot was going all over the place to me. The only thing you did was you basically made the 4th bar have 5 beats. Because when you went back to the repeat, you didn't come in on the upbeat of 1. You were a beat late. So you added a beat. So it's going to be important to make sure you still count this out as you go to make sure that you know exactly where you're at. So that rhythm, and if you aren't practicing the rhythm along with the video, I highly recommend and invite you to do so. So this way, if you always practice doing it along with me, you know you're going to be playing it correctly every single time, so it will definitely be in your subconscious more. So if you haven't been doing that, good idea to do so. So let's just go through that rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 3, and 1, and 2, and 4, 1, and 4, 1, and 3, 4, and 3, and 1, and 2, and 4, 1, and 4, 1, and 3, 4, and that covers it. So yeah, recap, just focus on making things smoother. Use your metronome, and if you have any speed progress to report on the last speed drill that you've been focusing on, let me know. If you have any questions, let me know. But yeah, I'll see you on Skype in a week.